Sessions, I rise today in support of this rule and in strong opposition to the Iran nuclear agreement. Mr. Speaker, President Obama has created a false choice by claiming the only alternative to this deal is war. First of all, this deal itself can most definitely lead to war by giving one of our biggest enemies access to nuclear weapons, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and billions of dollars in sanctions relief. We are effectively giving Iran the tools they need to live out their dream of bringing death to America. The other flaw in the President's logic is that there are actually other alternatives than war. What about a better deal that includes anytime, anywhere inspections? What about increasing the sanctions, which we're clearly working to begin with? What about requiring the release of the Americans held as political prisoners in Iran? These are clear alternatives. Mr. Speaker, this is the people's, so I think it is critically important that we actually listen to the people. Last month, I held over 15 town hall meetings all across my district. At each and every stop, someone asked me what Congress is going to do to stop the Iran nuclear deal. Just look at the public opinion polls. Only 21% of those surveyed in a recent poll said they approve of this agreement. That's less than 1 in 4 Americans who believe this is a good deal. So I implore my colleagues to put the opinion of the American people over loyalty to some political party. I ask my colleagues to listen to our nation's military leaders who've made clear the serious consequences of giving Iran access to ICBMs instead of party bosses. I plead with my colleagues to look past the short-term legacy of our president and instead look at the long-term ramifications this deal will have on the safety and security of the American people. Mr. Speaker, there is no greater responsibility of this House than to do everything we can to keep the American people safe. With that in mind, I strongly urge my colleagues to stand strong and oppose this deal.